Hello? Are you muted? Bottom left corner. The bottom left corner is a microphone. Mute, click unmute. Can you hear me? Deb, can you hear me? Crap. I would log out and try logging in again. Oh,
I got it. I got it.
oh God, thank God.
They gave you too many choices. It says, I don't know. They gave you too many choices.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, you need to hear and we need to hear you.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Let me just put this. Oh, you sent me something.
Well, I was sending you a picture of because sometimes you're muted or people are muted.
Right. No, I see where it says over here to mute. So I won't mute myself today. So I rewrote things. Rebecca's not here yet, so I don't know if she's going to come.
Right.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So how you feel?
Oh, great.
I just got a pit in my stomach.
I was doing some downward dogs. Just like.
No, I'm just going to be who I am. That's all there is to it.
That's all we are.
Yeah. All right. So how long were you on?
I just got on.
We must think alike.
I'm like, let's get on a little early.
Yeah, I know. Because Linda, I was over at Linda's. She hung up something, and she goes, "Oh, sit down." I said, "Oh, I can't sit down. I got a conference call I got to do." Oops. Oh, Rebecca's here.
Oh.
All right, Rebecca. You did it. Good,
I'm just so proud for a while. So.
Oh, no, that's all right. You don't have to talk. You can just be a part of it.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me just get this out.
I'm just here to listen.
I know, but that's what we're all here for. That's what we're all here for. Because most of the time, what happens when they have
Chinese food.
Oh, it's okay.
I never do this. I'm like, oh, okay.
She's eating Chinese.
So you might want to mute until you're talking.
Me? Oh, why?
Well, just in case background noise.
All right. How about I do?
Make sure you know how to unmute.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Oh, this is hysterical.
I know. I love it.
Hi, everyone. Oh, Minnie Mouse is back. Who is that? That was last week, too.
Where's Francesca?
It's funny.
Hello.
I walked over.
Hi, Corinna. Everyone.
Hi.
What do you say? I'm gonna introduce you. Sweet.
Yes, Rebecca, we're going to introduce you. You're not muted right now.
Like, I'm good. I'm just a fly on the wall.
I see we
You
have.
thought that was a secret conversation, I think, going on.
Yeah.
I heard a little whisper.
Even whispers can be heard.
Don't worry about me. I'm good. I just want to.
It's just an
Although I
introduction.
might have something very important to say. No,
You never know.
Eric can go right through me. You never know.
Let's.
Did baby.
Hi, guys.
Hey. Well, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to give it like a couple more minutes and then we'll start the call.
Hi,
Hello.
Hey, Janet.
how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Trying to stay cool.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
One more minute. I'll give it. Hello.
Hi, Corinna.
Michelle, do you want to start recording? First off, I want to thank you all for coming tonight. And I want to say my sister and I are doing the call. So my name's Corinna Gagnon. I'm a sales coordinator. I've been in the company for the little over the past 2 years. and my sister is Deborah Cassidy, and she has a little visitor with her, her newest team member, Rebecca Thompson. We'll say hello to her.
Hello. Nice to meet you all.
And I'm gonna go to share screen. There we go, perfect.
Good job.
So first of all, I'd like to say we're all a work in progress, and life is forever a growth process. So as Catherine Lee would say, learn it, live it, and layer it, and then repeat. So life's just a process of learning things, living it, putting it into practice, and then layering it on to the next learning lesson. As I was looking up words, power of words, and choosing them wisely, it's always kind of been a strong point for me. Being a sensitive person, words really hit me hard. So I thought it'd be a great topic to share with people. So as I was looking up, power of words, two different quotes really really stood out strong to me. The first one was an international speaker, Yehud Berg, and the first quote was, "Words have energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to humiliate, and to humble. Considering the powerful force, we must discipline ourselves to speak in a way that conveys respect, gentleness, and humility." The second quote that really struck me was Thich Nhat Hanh, a contemporary Buddhist global peace worker. He says, "We must be lovingly honest. We must discipline ourselves to speak in a manner that conveys respect, gentleness, and humility." So as I picked out these quotes and I was putting them in my notes, I had no idea that both quotes ended in humility until I was writing it out. And so then I thought to myself, well, what does humility mean? And I'm like, well, I know it means to be humble, but do I really know the full meaning of it? So I looked it up. And in the definition, it said a modest or low view of one's importance, humbleness. And I was like, And then underneath it, the Merriam-Webster goes as far as saying, when pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. And who doesn't want to be wise? So then we go to Dr. Masaru Emoto's water experiment. I'm not sure if any of you are aware of this water experiment. Basically, he collects water, he freezes it for 3 to 24 hours, he examines it under a microscope, where the water is taken from, it's different places. Some he adds music to it, images to it, words written on it for 24 hours, and then he magnifies it. I'm gonna play this little video for you guys. going through all his work, the love and gratitude, it wasn't on this video, but the love and gratitude was the most beautiful as far of all his findings. I just find that interesting. We are basically made up of 60 to 65% water. So words affect us. And I just thought it was a great comparison. Next, I'm going to go to, I'm not sure if any of you have seen this. It was on Facebook, but it's, once again, another powerful thing. It's about plants and talking to the plants and the words to the plants.
Nobody likes you. No one notices when you're a mistake. You're useless. You're not even green. You look rotten. Are you really even alive? I like you the way you are. Seeing you blossom makes me happy. You're making a difference in the world. You are beautiful.
I brought them here to see the plant. I was like, a plant is getting bullied. Like, it's not normal. I think it's an excellent project. To have something tangible that I can actually physically be a part of is, I think, going to be very powerful.
As the weeks passed, I started noticing that the one that was being bullied started kind of to droop.
While the plant that was being complimented, it was flourishing and beautiful.
It's raised the profile massively of different forms of bullying and the effects that bullying can have on people.
Once again, I consider that a pretty powerful message. I mean, we're adults, we know that we're not bullying anyone, but it's just the power of words. Now, Debbie's going to take over for now, making words work.
Hi, everybody. Corinna asked me to collaborate with her. Little did I know I was going to be doing half of it, but it's all good because this is where I live. This is something that I practice every day, and practice helps. So making words work. So Corinna has written here 10 powerful affirmation words: strength, love, wisdom, faith, support, energy, truth, choice, and courage. And I read those and I said to myself, well, wait a minute, I want to add to that. So I added presence, or being present, openness, kindness, honor, being, change, and awareness. And as I'm looking at these words, I'm familiar because I like these words. I believe in using them. So I'm going to combine one and two together because these words talk to me. So I'm going to now go to two, no name calling and self-criticism. And with this next step, everybody's doing their best. I realize that. In any moment in time and consciousness, we have to work with, including you, be kind, empathic, and compassion. And what I have found when awareness in myself, if I am not present and I am responding to somebody, I stop myself and I call it the pause. And I say, why do I pause? Well, there's many reasons. One, it gives you a chance to give you a moment to become present. Like someone asked you a question and you're kind of listening to the question and you're kind of thinking about something else. And then you say, wait a minute. And you take that pause and you listen and you hear that question again. And then it gives you that chance. And I pause and I hear the question. And then I get another chance too. I get a chance to ask myself, what's my goal in this response? How can I answer this being honest, being empowering? How can I respond? The other thing I like to do is gives me a choice. I have a choice. I could just be angry and say something, or I could say, wait a minute, what can I teach here? Or what can I learn here? So, and then most importantly, if something is said to me and it triggers me, oh, that's when I say, notice that, Debbie. Notice how you got triggered. And then I have a chance to ask myself, why was I triggered? And what am I being shown? This person is teaching me something. What can I learn from this? How can I use this as a tool or support? How can I change this and honor whoever I'm talking to? Here we go. What I find is the conversation that this has brought to me is awareness. And my words, I may grow. I have a chance to grow and say, I can be kind. I can really bring this kindness, bring this openness in me. It makes me present to be able to do these things. So that's 1 and 2.
Back to me. Stop all self-deprecation. So when it's saying that, it says, never make your body or something you've accomplished or anything else in your life a butt of a joke. Words have power. Yes, they do. So the most powerful word a person can utter is, I am. I am words are the paint of our reality. Whatever follows I am starts the creation of it. It's true. I am is 100% pure statement of creation. The great news is we have a power of choice and we can take action to break the cycle of negative self-talk. Joel Osteen said, what follows I am will always come looking for you. In other words, make those I am statements positive. Because when the negative's going to follow you. So let's create the best reality of ourselves. 4, resist gossiping and speaking ill of others. Basically, when it says it's impossible for your words to resonate in anyone else's body but yours, it's one of those, until you walk in someone's shoes, you really can't judge, or you have no right. It's not your place. So in that, let's speak from the heart. Next time we open our mouth to complain or put ourselves or someone else down, ask ourselves, why am I saying this? How is this going to serve me or my happiness? Your words equal your world, so use them wisely. It's the law of attraction, meaning that focusing on positive or negative thoughts can bring positive or negative experiences into your lives. Let's focus on the positive. Go on a negative diet. Instead of saying that meal was terrible, you could say, I've had better. You basically said what you wanted to say without putting negative energy through your body. You even used a positive word to do it. Tony Robbins created a 10-day mental diet challenge. I think we should all give it a try for the next 10 days. You could start now, you could start in a couple days, but I think we all should start. Commit to taking full control of all your mental and emotional faculties by deciding right now you will not indulge in or dwell in any unresourceful thoughts or emotions for 10 days. The goal is to learn how to discipline yourself to be able to change your state of thinking rapidly without indulging in them. There's 4 rules. I'm really simplifying them. First one would be refuse to indulge in unresourceful thoughts or feelings. Second, when you catch yourself, reword it in a positive way. Third, make sure your whole focus in life is on solutions, not problems. And fourth, if you backslide, it's not a problem as long as you change it immediately without shaming oneself in doing so. If you take the 10-day challenge, it will do 4 things for you. Make you aware of all the habitual mental and emotional patterns that are holding you back. It'll make your brain search for empowering alternatives to them. Third, it'll give you a great confidence as you see you can turn your life around in an instant. And fourth, most importantly, it will create new habits, new standards, and new expectations that will help you expand more than you could ever believed possible. Now we go back to Deb.
6, boost the positive energy of words. In the example it says here, it says, instead of saying something like you had a good time, try to amp it up. But when I was reading that, I said to myself, well, what I get out of that is, have you ever noticed whenever you're busy or stressed and someone asks you a question, you quickly answer it with probably the same answer all the time? Like, hey, it's okay, I'm fine. And you know why you do that? The reason why, at least when I pause and ask myself that, it's because I'm not present. You know, I realize that I'm probably on to the next thing and I'm not being in that moment. So, for example, if you go to a concert and someone says, how was the concert? To step back and be there in the moment of the concert, you can say, oh, you know, I remember hearing this and this was great. And so, yes, being present can amplify your words in a moment of where you are. So another thing that can amp up your words, I like to say the gratitude of attitude, or attitude with gratitude. And because when I have that attitude of gratitude, I feel it instantly lifts me. Yeah. It instantly lifts me, and I'm optimistic. So it's just that fast for me. And I believe when we have that and we practice that, it does happen that fast. The pause is the other one. I love using that one, is the pause, because again, it gives me that moment to rethink and get in touch with things. And the third, and this is what Corinna was saying about the I am. Anything we say with I am is amplified. So that's how we boost positive energy in our words.
Okay, on to 7. Back to me. If you have some negative Nancys in your circle of friends, limit the time you spend with them or find better friends. Negative energy has a way of dragging everything surrounding it in, like a black hole. Avoid it when you can. Oprah herself advocates this method. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. That's great, but is it realistic?
Huh.
Well, what if you work with somebody, live with somebody, or have constant contact with a person? Then what do you do? Imagine that each of us is like an uncut diamond, valuable and unique, but we start out rough. Essentially, it's the friction in life that polishes the different facets of who we are and reveals our own inner beauty and strength. Each time we are faced with a difficult person, we have a choice: be refined or grow calloused. If we encounter a situation that grates us, frustrates us, or that could be an indication that's a facet in our lives that requires polishing. Catherine Lee says, look at it as a flag to show us something is out of balance in ourselves. Ask yourself, why might I be feeling that way? What is it I am to learn? What's my takeaway? Friction is an opportunity for growth. Whether the growth happens or not depends on the response to it. Back to Deb.
Number 8, surround yourself with positive and uplifting words. Well, that hits home, because if you look around my house, you're going to see it everywhere. I've always done that. I don't know why. It just helped me, I guess. So, I mean, I have statements on my wall. I have statements, you know, on my windowsill. So I do that because, like, for example, when I'm washing the dishes, I'm looking right at it to remind me. Or if I'm going down the stairs, I look at my wall and, it says the kingdom of God is within you, and that just reminds me, yes, this is what, this is what fills me. So that's so ways to do that is putting out statements. And the other positive is using words consciously is the quickest way to shift them. So I purposely pause, and it's like a game to me. It's like, what word would be the best and highest energy in that moment, and I'll find it'll pop in my head, and it fills in the sentence perfectly. So I like using things like that. I make it a game. It's something that I use on a daily basis with myself. Even on my mug right here, it says love. So, but yes, another thing, some people like words don't pull them in. And I was going to just suggest adding color to words. When you add color, that also, the color will give an energy shift, plus the word itself. Another thing I'd like to do, and it's probably, is every morning before I leave my home, I have a deck of they're affirmation words, I guess you would say. And I've done this because I'll choose one, and the whole day I will hold that word in my head. And like today was one-pointedness, and I thought, isn't that interesting? And it really keeps me on point, because during the day, you'd be surprised how many times that energy of that word will come up in situations. And I'm like, wow, this is very interesting. But one last thing that I like that really helps me is songs. I like to play music, because when you listen to songs that uplift you, the vibration of that song is in your head. So you carry that vibration with you. So those are another things that help surround me with this positive energy. Thank you.
So I want to thank you all for spending this time with us. And the next call is the Cortese call.